Welcome back for an exploration of Gate 37, Family, the Gate of Friendship. This gate is affecting us in the transits the week of February 25th to March 2nd. It's yet another gate that is located in the solar plexus, which is the emotional center. So once again, one of the primary advices, I was going to say consejos in Spanish, is to take our time with the emotions that arise and let ourselves feel through the emotional wave on the way to clarity. This gate has a different feel to it because it is tribal, different from what we've been exploring with collective and individual gates previously to this week. So tribal circuitry really has to do with the sense of touch. So even emotions can be invisible to us until we're touched by someone, like literally physically, like a hug that makes you cry, or someone says something and it just touches you and you feel emotional all of a sudden. That would be indicative of the tribal wave. Also, at the core, tribe really has to do with exchanging resources for survival. So in this case, the Gate 37 is a part of the channel of community. And to me, the channel of community is really about creating a win-win bargain. At least that's one part of it, is like, here I am as an individual and I come into agreement with others in a community in order to take care of each other. So there needs to be this mutual support and a win-win exchange where you're getting something of value and I'm getting something of value, and we create a deal and we shake hands and we agree on it. So the Channel 3740 is really the heart of this tribal agreement. And the 37 brings this idea of togetherness and family and friendship. So it really is about recognizing reciprocity, deals that really create mutual benefit and happy exchanges, and that create this feeling of warmth and friendliness. There's a really beautiful feeling to this channel 3740, in my opinion, which is just this idea of bringing together people to a sense of belonging, especially, Gate 40 links up with Gate 37 to form the channel of community, and Gate 40 is the gate of aloneness. It's really like this feeling like you're isolated, you don't belong, and then coming together into community. So people that have this entire channel, they have this ability to bring people together and to see what's going to be a common benefit for everybody. But they need to be adequately rewarded. So people with Gate 37 tend to have a real warmth and friendliness and a quality, even related to food and gathering people together. Oh, I think of my friend Jenny had this channel. Oh my gosh, she had the most amazing kitchen, and the most amazing gatherings always were happening. And I see this with this channel. It's like people bringing in people together in hearth and home kind of feeling. So I'm curious how this is going to play out. As it's in the transits, maybe we'll be feeling like we want to be surrounded by family and to have this hearth and home kind of feeling. Maybe we're going to be thinking about win-win situations and creating reciprocity in our relationships and who we can really rely on in our community. I don't really know how it's going to play out, but that's what I would guess would happen in the transits this week under the influence of Gate 37. But the key here with creating any kind of reciprocal deal and deciding, what's going to be worth it for you to exchange with others is waiting out the wave again, because I have seen this time and time again that sometimes what seems like it's going to be of mutual benefit and a good agreement ends up not being a good agreement. And I have seen people with this channel of community, the 3740, grow very resentful when they are not adequately rewarded for their contribution. And so it's really important that you wait things out, because truly there's a lot of people that will just want to take advantage of what you have to offer and not reciprocate adequately. So that's the kind of thing that would be something to look out for, especially with this channel. But I imagine also with the gate. The subtitle for this gate is The Manifestation Macro and Microcosmically of the Organic Nature of Communities. It sounds so beautiful. And I know for me, I have the gate of aloneness, but I do not have gate 37. So to me, this gate is pointing out what I feel is lacking for me, is this feeling of belonging, of having my people, my family, where there's just this friendship and togetherness. So maybe we'll be feeling much more together this week, or maybe we'll be feeling a lack of community and a lack of friendship. I guess I think it will play out differently for everybody, but this is the theme that's likely to be present. Comment below, let me know if you have this gate and how it plays out for you. I'd be really curious to hear, and also how it might affect you. So now I will channel a message for us for this week. Hello, I'm here editing the video, and unfortunately from here on in the video, the sound is not that great because my microphone got caught in my shirt and it's kind of muffled, and then it oscillates, and sometimes it comes out of my shirt and there's some sounds of the shirt, and I don't have time to refilm because I'm leaving tomorrow from the Dominican Republic, and also it was a good channeled message, so I can't recreate that. So if you can bear with the sound, I hope you can receive the message. But if you're auditory sensitive and you just can't take it, I understand, and I will make sure it doesn't happen again. Okay, I hope you enjoy the message.
Belonging is your birthright. It is not something you need to fight for or even create. It is something that you can assume. You can assume belonging. Everywhere you walk, you belong there. Every whom with which you are is someone you belong with. By the very nature of being there, you belong. The feeling that you don't belong simply arises from a misperceiving of the truth, a distortion, a non-truth. And when you can receive this message that we're sharing today, and know in your heart the truth of truths, which is that you belong always and always. You always belong. Always belong. From now, for the rest of your life, you always belong wherever you are. Then you can let go of a trying to belong or a searching to belong, and simply feel and be belonging. And know your belonging. This is not to say that you will choose, that you
Desire to be in the company of just
anyone and everyone, and that you accept bad
behavior where it presents itself.
If you choose not to be in a certain place or in certain company, it is not a matter of not belonging. It's a matter of a mismatch of values, or simply
Of your desire to be elsewhere.
of your own inner truth and knowing that you'd prefer something else. But it's not a matter of belonging. The matter of belonging is settled. You belong. And you can choose powerfully from within that knowing and release any distorted story that you ever took on as truth, that you didn't belong. People who have this channel, 3740, tend to know their belonging. They tend to know the value of their presence and to choose who will be a worthy person with whom to exchange the value that they share. They're very aware of value. And this is something that you can all adopt, is a knowing of the value that you bring and a desire to share it with those who appreciate and share similar values to you. Knowing your value and your values is something available to everyone. And it is something valuable to endeavor to develop in yourself. More of an awareness of the value that you bring and also the values that you have to exchange with others, and an awareness of those with whom you desire to exchange. But taking the conversation of belonging out of the equation allows you to more clearly see and feel what valuable exchanges you desire to partake in. I love this message so much. It feels so good to just feel there's no need to fight to belong or even to desire to belong. And it makes me immediately think about the place where I've been living here in the Dominican Republic. When I was going out dancing, at first I really didn't feel like I belonged. Everybody seemed to be friends. I just didn't feel belonging. And there was this feeling of lack, and there's
this strong aloneness and awkwardness.
And then at some point it shifted, and I just felt
like I belonged, and it's like nothing changed
in the circumstance or the outer scenario other than that feeling that I
belonged, and I just felt so comfortable and so myself. I feel so much belonging here in this place where I am, and I did not feel that way. So I
love this
idea of just assuming belonging and feeling belonging and knowing belonging, and then seeing what
aligns for you. I'm actually just leaving the Dominican Republic now. I'm about to go to Mexico for a week on a mastermind with some friends. So by the time you're watching this video, I will be in Mexico, and then I'm going off
to Cuba. So I'm really excited.
And I look forward to seeing you
again next week.
And much love. Bye.
Remember, I have amazing readings. You can book one. KarenMcMullen.ca.